Yeah, it was fun being in the stadium. It kind of brought me back to like my sophomore year when I was at Iowa. We played there in the Outback Bowl, so it was cool, getting to see the pirate ship again. And it was nice. We came out. I don't know if that's the tunnel that we'll come out of for games, but that's when we went. We came out a couple years ago. So it was cool getting to be back in the stadium, and then this time being in a Bucs uniform. But it was good. I thought it was a pretty good day. A lot of stuff well executed. A lot of good effort.
Okay, next is going to be Greg Allman.
Hey, Tristan, just want to ask you where you think you've made the most progress. You've had a month now to adjust to being in the NFL. Just where you think you've made the biggest steps forward from where you were at the start of camp.
I think settling down a little bit. I remember those first like day or two in pads. I was all antsy, just seeing, I was seeing everything. So I think just slowing down and focusing in on the little things. But I'd say that's the biggest area where I feel I've progressed.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Tristan, just wanted to see, do you think that you're further ahead in your pass protection or your run blocking at this stage of the game? And then also if you could just comment on your chemistry that you've developed on that right side of the line with Alex Kappa.
So like if I'm more developed in one or the other?
Yeah, just in terms of your role in this offense and how it's progressing. Is your run blocking ahead of your pass protection, vice versa, about even?
Oh, I think I'd say it's probably about even. We spend a lot of time, on both, making sure, especially now, because like at Iowa, I was all like flying off the ball, like reaching guys, and here, we're more on tracks, more deliberate footwork. So we spent a lot of time doing that, and then I think the chemistry with Cap has been really good. He's helped me quite a bit and brought me along. Just making, I think the first day he said, if you have any questions, he's like, if you don't know something, like, just ask when we get up there. And that made me feel kind of good, just knowing that he was there, there to help. And, but yeah, that first day was, just felt like just a lot coming at me. But it's been good, build some chemistry with all the guys up front.
Okay, next is going to be Steve Isbitz.
Tristan, what guys on the defensive line do you feel are helping you most, and in what ways?
Well, I usually go up against Shaq and JPP the most. And, Shaq's a really good rusher. They both are really good rushers. So I think being able to see that every day in practice, and then, you got Sue down at the three tech. So just those caliber guys, every day in practice, getting going against them, and I know they're making me better. Hopefully, I'm doing my best to make them better. But I think being able to go against them is really nice.
And now that you've had a month around Coach Arians, what can you say about him? I'm sure he's a little bit different than what you're used to in college.
No, I love Coach Arians. He's very passionate coach. I'd say he's probably a little bit more vocal than what I had in college, like just from a head coach point of view. Like my O-line coach in college, Coach Paul Sek, he was very vocal. But yeah, Coach Arians is awesome. He expects a lot out of us, and like anyone should, and wants to bring the best out of us.
Okay, next is going to be Rick Stroud.
Tristan, for the scrimmage, you came out with a 16-play drive in that heat, and Bruce thought that there was some wilting going on. What was Brady like in that huddle? Was he encouraging, and just how did that go for an offensive lineman for 16 plays?
Yeah, he was encouraging, making sure we kept a tight huddle, just kind of make sure we focused on the little things. Those are things that win ball games. A lot of people overlook those, but having a tight huddle, that's a big thing. It's a communication thing, making sure everybody can hear, and especially with we had the noise pumping in today, so that was really important too. But yeah, that 16-play drive, that was a grinder, but it's good. You never know what's going to happen. So getting a feel for that, out of the way right off the bat was nice.
Thanks.
Okay, next is going to be Jenna Lane.
Yeah, Tristan, I know that everything that you've had to learn has been at such an accelerated pace because you haven't had an off season. So much of it has been crammed together. But what went through your mind when you took the field today, and then all of a sudden it's the first snap, you're in an NFL stadium as an NFL player, not as a college player, but an NFL player. and it's Tom Brady that you're going out there with?
I don't know. Today, I just felt like it was any other day. Especially, getting to be with Tom every day, calling the plays and his cadence. So it just it kind of just felt normal, just like we've been going, today was day 12, I think. So it just felt like another practice going out there and got to do my job.
And you mentioned already going up against Shaq a lot. He lines up a lot opposite against you, and also JPP. How is that pushing you to get ready for the Saints, knowing that you're going to be going up against some pretty talented pass rushers over there too?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, give me the looks that they give me every day. It's just preparing me for, I don't want to say the worst, but it's for the best. But if I can stop them, then I feel like I can do it against most people. But they've gotten the best of me, a number of times. I just got to go out there and give my all every day because they're giving me a heck of a look, and I couldn't ask for anything else.
Okay, next is going to be Ed Encina.
Hey Tristan, we talked to Ali Marpet a couple days ago, and he had said that Donovan Smith had kind of really kind of taken you a little bit under his wing in terms of just kind of helping you with everything and the adjustment. And those are two guys who, just like you, are getting called upon to step in right away, and make this transition from college to pro. I mean, how have maybe Donovan or Ali, how have they maybe helped you with that kind of transition?
Yeah, I think Donnie's definitely kind of taking me under his wing. There's times during practice we'll come off. He always asks me, he's like, how did it go? Like, how'd that set of plays go? How'd you do? And during our individual periods, he'll kind of just show me little things that he does that, if I want to implement into my game, I could. And I remember the first couple of days we were in pads, he told me, he's like, we're doing individual. And like I was saying, I was all antsy. And he told me, he's like, just slow down. He's like, you don't want to do this whole period, with bad footwork or bad technique, and then go out, try and do it in our team period. So just a lot of little things like that. And he's been a lot of help, and, I don't know if there's much that I can give him really. But I'm trying, I'll joke around with him, try and take the stress of camp off a little bit. I think I'm pretty good at that. I can make people smile.
All right, we have time for a couple more. We're going to go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Tristan, you're sharing a huddle not with just one first ballot Hall of Famer and Tom Brady, but also another one in Rob Gronkowski. When you line up next to Gronk, has he been able to help you in terms of some techniques, tips, tricks in run blocking?
Yeah, I think we're really helping each other because we got our backside tray block. We got a lot of blocks that combo blocks that we do together. So it's just little things, getting comfortable with each other. And we'll talk after a play, said, I can give you a little bit more if I'm leaving too early or something like that. But yeah, we definitely talk after plays and just make sure, we're on the same page and everything with where we want to be.
Thank you.
And we'll wrap up with a question from John Ledyard.
Hey, Tristan, you mentioned how you're on tracks a little bit more with your pass sets now than you were in college. For a football nerd like myself, could you explain what exactly you mean by that? Is it more vertical sets or 45-degree sets? What's different about the pass sets here?
Well, just our pass sets, the only thing is I guess we do more vertical sets. Like at Iowa, I was just on a 45 all the time. Yeah. So now, if I do that here, Shaq's gonna eat me alive. So I gotta, you gotta change it up. You gotta definitely stay more square. That's a big thing I've been working on is keep my knee and toe, my inside leg, my knee and toe facing straight up the field when I'm kicking instead of open everything up to the sideline. And then what I meant kind of on the tracks is like for outside zone, kind of just running guys on an angle instead of where like at Iowa, I was trying to reach guys, circle them up, square them up. Here, I just got to keep running them.
When you're doing those vertical sets in pass protection, does it leave you a little bit more susceptible to inside moves? Is that something you have to be careful of?
Only if I open up, if I get my knee and toe pointing to the sideline, then it gives the defender, two-way go, and that's gonna, you don't want that. You kind of want to make sure you stay inside out on the D end and keep that knee and toe straight up the field.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks for taking the time, Tristan.
Thank you, guys.
And that will conclude our media